Who didn't they screw over?
Yeah, basically. All right, we are live. Let me make sure we are actually live on the Instagram.
Just tell that story to everyone.
No, we weren't live.
It's a little in my eye. Have anyone tried these vibes, these hemp CBD drinks?
No, never heard of those.
I just got it at the coffee shop I was at this morning.
Oh, nice.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, let me go ahead and go over here. Do this. All right, so I want to briefly touch on Fright Night Dynamite. We'll start with that first, and then we'll move into the week of WWE. I'm also throwing in the Halloween Havoc for NXT. Did you get to watch that by any chance?
No, but I saw the highlights on Instagram.
I didn't see it either.
No worries. Let's see. I'm trying to streamline my recaps for the show so we can get right into the thick of it. But I'm trying to figure out that still. Oh, appreciate you, man. But yeah, I want to figure out how I can streamline the recaps for the shows. But I'm still working on that. If you guys have an idea, I'm always open to ideas. But I'll go ahead and start off. What's up?
Did you guys see the pay-per-view yesterday?
Hell yeah, I did.
I did.
Okay, I only saw the first 4 matches. I fell asleep for the last 3, so I was watching it till 7 in the morning.
I finally was able to catch it today. Not today. Later on yesterday, because I
Sounds good, yeah.
Very surprised. Colin Farrell, man, fucking knocking out of the park. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to another edition of the Lucha Critics. I'm your host Rick with my fellow co-hosts here. We got Warren. Say what's up, Warren.
What's up, Warren?
Hell yeah. And we also got Josh. Say what's up, Josh.
Hello, people.
Hell yeah. And we're going to be recapping the shows of AEW Fright Night Dynamite and the week of WWE leading up to the Crown Jewel recap. I'll start off first with the AEW Fright Night. The show starts off with Orange Cassidy coming to the ring and basically saying that he doesn't do this. He doesn't come out here and talk just wrestling. And because of Jon Moxley, he's putting himself out there and he's challenging for the AEW championship. And that's it. That's basically how that whole first segment started, is Orange Cassidy taking things a little bit more seriously now that the new BCC is coming out and basically trying to destroy AEW. The crazy angle happened like in the middle of it, where trying to play it off that he was getting carried out to the back with the medics, and Betty Matthews basically called him a bitch, and Adam Cole gets pissed off some way. Adam Cole picks up the win and beats Buddy Matthews. After the match, Buddy Matthews go down, the lights come back up, and he's shaking Malachi Black's hand. So we're gonna finally see Malachi Black in a singles fucking match next week on Dynamite. So that should be interesting.
Turnbuckle to the thing and then the stomp. Yeah,
AEW, which kind of makes sense. They've had their history, and he was his acolyte for a while when he was the Messiah. But yeah. Let's move on down to we'll talk about the Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher thing. Kyle Fletcher comes out with Don Callis and he's talking shit yet again to Will Ospreay. Has but out of nowhere, fucking Aussie Open music hits. If no one knows who Aussie Opens is, it used to be Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis. These guys held tag team titles in New Japan Strong, WWE, until AEW signed Kyle Fletcher, and I think they also signed Mark Davis. I'm not quite sure, but he basically comes out and says, like, you don't know who you are anymore, I don't even recognize you. And at the end of that, like, back and forth, Kyle Fletcher basically threatened to. So he's basically saying that you have to make a choice in the future. So we'll see how that whole thing comes out, because yeah, Mark Davis has been out with an injury. That's why we haven't really been seeing him. But yeah, we'll see how that whole thing plays out. The Adam Page and Jay White continue to feud with each other, and that's most likely going to end at Full Gear with the match between them two. You see, the next thing I definitely want to talk about is John Moxley with the rest of the BCC come out there in response to Orange Cassidy, and out of nowhere did it come out, and it worked. Essentially, they jumped Orange Cassidy. Yuta, even though he was used as bait, joins in on the fray and starts beating up on Orange Cassidy as well. The rest of the locker room comes out and tries to, and helps out Orange Cassidy. And that's basically how that whole angle ended there. We have a party where Private Party, if they lose, they will no longer be a tag team going forward. So the match was awesome. A lot of Private Party. They don't have to split up, and by all means, they definitely deserve the titles. It's about time, in my opinion. But yeah, after which it's kind of weird how they're kind of playing this. Apparently the Young Bucks are going to be taking an extended hiatus. We'll probably see them come back when Kenny comes back. Who knows? But that's the word out there in the rumor mill. Next thing I definitely want to talk about is let me see. Oh yeah, Camille Brickhouse versus Chris Statlander. That was a pretty good match right there. I really liked how Chris Statlander had her makeup done, and she had these cool looking contacts on. It made her look like kind of like a Sith character a little bit. Surprisingly, Chris Statlander won. I thought for some reason Camille was gonna win that one, but Chris Statlander won that one. And you see Mercedes Moné hit her with the championship belt. Most likely they're going to be going up against each other for the TBS championship. Let me see what else happened. Yeah, you see the Young Bucks leaving in their car, put with this them leaving. But finally we see the main event, and it was Swerve. Awesome back and forth. We see more of this awesome Shelton Benjamin that we haven't seen before. We pretty much have seen. It was more like we haven't seen him in a while, this Shelton Benjamin. But yeah, we see Swerve pick up the win, and as it was pretty cool to see. You claiming that guess who's back in business. That's the rumor mill of the name, but we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and move on to the week of WWE that led up to Crown Jewel. The rest of my co-hosts here to tell me about it for sure. First thing I see here is Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso are face to face and trying to hash things out and fix their issues. What can you tell me about that, guys?
I'm trying to remember. Like I feel like it was so long ago since I watched Raw. I feel like nothing really important happened. You want me to like? I feel like I can just give you like not going in order of like
no,
the
you don't have to
important
go in
things that
order.
happened.
Let's just go with whatever you remember.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that happened for Raw was Jay went talked to Sammy. Sammy's like, listen, I don't know if you should do this, blah blah, and he ends up saying like, Sammy, you're not family, which is like, ooh, hurts. Jimmy's like, don't worry, I'll go find him, I'll talk to him. And when Jimmy finally finds him, it's in the parking lot, and Sammy's like talking to Solo, like seems like he might switch sides, so we don't know what's going there.
I actually saw that.
Yeah, and like it pays off in Crown Jewel. We'll speak of it then. Yeah. The only other thing is I loved R-Truth's segment with just slapping the Riz and like him saying like, "Hey Butch, have you seen Pete?" Like that to me was I literally laughed out loud when he said that line. R-Truth is a national treasure, and we should guard him with everything.
Hell yeah.
War Raiders are #1 contenders. They won the triple tag, which I feel like we had a feeling.
Yeah, War Raiders makes sense.
They were going to. Yeah. I honestly don't remember anything.
I see Dominic.
I guess the Miz got kidnapped.
Yeah, the Miz got kidnapped. That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Liz got kidnapped like by a post. I'm like, I don't remember any of this happening. There's
Yeah.
another thing that I'm like, I don't remember it happening, but then I guess it happened on NXT, so that's why it
Mhm.
happened. Which is Rhea's injury.
Oh yeah, we could definitely talk about that next. But I definitely want to point out Dominic fucking.
He got it through tomfoolery.
Yep.
It's sort of funny because we're getting a fatal 4-way number one contender match, and I sort of thought Dom winning this match. Dominic, I think that ended the show.
Kaiser, Ivy Nile defeating Selena Vega. Seth freaking Rollins and Big Bronson Reed engage in a parking lot brawl. Yeah, that's basically it. Man, I
It
don't
was an
know.
okay Raw.
I don't like the Selena Vega loss, but I guess it has to be a loser, right?
Yeah, it was like I think it was like through Alpha Academy, not Alpha Academy. I think
American
Chad
Made.
Gable was like, yeah, like they were giving distraction to LFWO. Climber right now is like, I know Selena's like very Puerto Rican. It's like, oh look, the Americans beat up the Puerto
Oh,
Ricans.
man, I
Like
didn't
this
even
is
think
not a
about
good
that.
look right now.
Damn.
No, yeah,
Do you want to add about Raw?
I don't remember it. So no.
No.
All right, let's do it. Halloween Havoc at NXT happened last Tuesday.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and go. Let's see.
They had a
here.
casket match to open up. Well, there's a lot of stuff that happened at NXT. There's a lot of big women talent that showed up.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, so first thing I see here is North American champion Tony D'Angelo defeated Obafemi in the tables, ladders, and tables, ladders, and scares match. I wonder what the scares meant. Gulia and Stephanie Valkyrie defeated NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. Ridge Holland defeated Andre Chase. I don't know who the fuck that is.
He's the main guy that created
University guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
University
the
guy.
Chase U guy.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Says Chase in his name.
Yeah.
The Fallon Henlevers defeated Kaylani Jordan to win the and NXT. Hell yeah, we also see a fucking Bully Ray coming back. I guess a tag team match featuring
It's gonna be at the ECW, where they had
Temple.
ECW. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, that was the whole idea with why he's coming back, because they're like tying in with the ECW. I think Lita might show up.
And
RVD
the other
as well.
rumor?
Dom Marie's gonna be there,
Hell yeah, dude.
and
It's gonna be
and
pretty
some other old ECW female that was before there. But on Tuesday, the 29th, they had Tatum Paxley versus Wendy Chu in a casket match,
cool. Oh damn.
which was really good. Yeah, they were dressed up in Halloween costumes too, which was kind of cool.
Okay.
Tatum won, and then they also had the NXT Heritage Cup Championship. Charlie Dempsey defeated Lexus King with Regal on his side.
Damn.
So Regal was against his son, basically, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, okay, that's a weird angle, but let's see where that goes.
Yeah, and then Zaraya, she defeated Brittany Reese. I never heard of that person. I don't even know Zaraya. But the opening thing of NXT, her partner right now, I forgot her name is. She came back, Cora J.
Of course,
They came out with the new North American champion and her little posse to not the new champion, the new person they just, and then the ex North American champion came out to rescue her. So did Gulia and Stephanie Valkyrie. Now nowhere, Jordan Gray shows up to help them out from TNA.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna start for next year, this Wednesday, a 10-woman tag match.
That's what's up. No, an assault happened. Fucking, I guess this was a way to write off
Liv
Morgan and Raquel.
Raquel, thank you.
Raquel.
Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan walking away with bats and laughing, and the camera quickly pans over, goes over to a car, and you see a bloody Rhea Ripley just like all beaten up and just bloody and shit.
Yeah.
And basically that's basically what happened. And she's gonna be out for a while again, unfortunately. We'll see when she comes back from her thing, but she has
her actual
a broken orbital bone.
Yeah.
How that happened?
I think it happened on Monday Night Raw, and they just played it off on Tuesday with the attack. Because I think she headbutted Liv on Monday Night Raw, and that's when it happened.
Oh, I
Same.
think they were showing that. So I was like
Yeah.
scared. I'm like, was it like the shoe a couple of weeks ago? Like, oh, it's
No.
been so
Mhm.
long. They would have
Mhm.
written off a while ago if that was the case. But
Like an actual injury.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. But yeah, that is what the fuck was called Halloween Havoc from NXT. Moving on to SmackDown. Stratton, the Street Profits defeating Pretty Deadly, Bailey and Naomi defeating Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. We'll talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns agreed that he and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso are equals heading into their 6-man tag team match against the New Bloodline at Crown Jewel. Io Sky defeated Bianca Belair, Piper Niven, and Lash Legend in a fatal 4-way match. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton defeated Imperium. Fucking nowhere. In fact, even Indy Hartwell being one of them was like, wait, what? On social media.
Yeah.
That sucks, man, because Indy Hartwell is pretty dope. There was 2 other people. I keep do you guys happen to remember?
Baron Corbin.
Tegan, yeah, Baron Corbin and Tegan Knox.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Those kind of make sense, I guess, but like they can always do good things outside of WWE, especially Baron Corbin. Like I could see Baron Corbin like really blowing up after this. Tegan Knox, her too. She should go to either, honestly. But yeah.
I mean, can I talk? I for Tegan Knox sort of makes sense. She unfortunately wasn't being used at all, like not even in the Speed Championship. But Baron Corbin was like sort of getting a push in WWE, which seems weird. Then Indy was like literally on SmackDown. Granted, it was taped last week for the which is, but yeah, it's weird that like she's still on Raw. She was like on this week's, but not now. She's fired.
No, some people made jokes and said, "Oh, like there's gonna be some call-ups soon. That's why." So they got to make some room. But damn, yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully they land on their feet. They'll be able to get better contracts somewhere else. Like maybe amazing things at TNA. I think so. But yeah, let's go ahead and move into the thing here. Liv Morgan defeating Tiffany Stratton. Do you guys see that match?
No, I have a morning, so I don't have time to watch SmackDown.
Hell yeah! Well, we basically did it. The main thing was Roman Reigns getting back into the groove of things. At least it kind of seemed like it, with him agreeing by saying yeet, with Jay saying that we should all be equals if we're gonna do this again, which I like that. That's what I kind of felt like that should happen. Man, crazy night. The night started off with well, go ahead.
I was gonna say the one thing I do want to say about a SmackDown, I did like Piper's and Chelsea Green's costume. They were doing Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
for their outfit.
I saw a picture of that.
Yeah, and Pretty Deadly trying to give their musical to who's the guy that does Hamilton?
Oh, Lin-Manuel something.
Yeah, which is funny because like I guess he was there for 2 SmackDowns in a row, but like you're like it's the same arena, but
and he was dressed as Dom Mysterio.
Yeah, that was
he was
pretty good.
Just by like it looks like he did the same outfit, the same different weeks, just 2 weeks in a row. Like he doesn't change clothes.
But yeah, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start it off with the Bloodline defeating Roman Reigns and the Usos. What the fuck?
I missed the finish. I was looking down and I'm like, I didn't hear anything go. I was expecting Sammy to show up before the match ended, so the crowd wasn't very into it at the beginning of this pay-per-view, so I didn't hear anything. Next thing I know,
like, wait, what the heck?
Yeah,
like, that was weird.
Yeah, it honestly kind of looked like the sequence that happened. It looked like a clean win. It was first with Jacob's Fatu awesome bouncing moonsault, and then Jacob Fatu gave him 2 Samoan spikes to pick up the win. It was a clean win. I was like, wow, fuck, is this really what we're doing? Fucking Roman Reigns
it makes
actually
sense.
getting the thing, and it makes sense.
Well,
like
they're
said.
not.
But
I would say it shows that they're not really in tune yet.
Yeah.
Tag team, even like in the beginning, Jay not tagging Roman, but Jimmy
Yeah.
said. Then Jimmy's like, "Why don't you just tag him?" And I'm like, "Jimmy,
Yeah.
why don't you just tag him? Nothing's
Yeah.
stopping you now."
that, like you
Yeah.
said, it made sense for the progression of the story. What were you gonna say, Josh?
I was gonna say that also the entrances when they came out, how Jimmy and Roman came out together first, and then Jay came out. When Jay was doing the whole Yi thing, Roman was doing like a weird face, looking at him like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, yeah, they're not gonna win. They're not in sync.
I was beginning to think that the storyline was gonna get stale after a while, but no, it's still pretty good, especially after this win that the new bloodline got over the OGs. We'll see how things go, but also, after the match, things started getting heated again. People started fighting, and you see fucking Sammy come out to help out.
Taking his time.
Taking his time, of course.
Yeah.
But
Giving
something
Jeff Hardy a run for his money.
something happened in the middle there where they were all waiting to give, I think it was Solo Sikoa, a hit, and somehow Sammy and Roman hit each other, or
I mean,
it was more Sammy.
It's not somehow. I can tell you how.
Go
If
ahead.
you don't remember, it was pretty easy. They were all in the corner. Solo's in the middle. Roman went to the spear. Sammy did the hula kick. Solo got out of the way. Like because it was clearly an accident. I think how they're gonna go is Roman's just gonna forgive Sammy like right away to help show that he's
Maturing and everything.
done and like things like I get it was a thing. We need you on
Yeah.
the team. We need a fourth person for Survivor Series. The only one I could see is if you put Cody in and then you put KO on the new bloodline sign, and then you also have Sammy and KO on opposite ends of War
So
Games.
Like
you
the few
guys
years
are
ago.
you guys are still forgetting that there's a Tongan that they still haven't released yet.
Yeah, true.
So
They never will.
it feels like it. It feels like they're fucking holding them back. I'm like, at least put them in fucking NXT or something. Fuck.
And then, I don't know if you saw the interview with Zilla.
No, what do
They
you
asked
say?
him who's your tribal chief, and he said OTC.
Who?
Did he fuck up?
No, he said it was like one of those interviews on the side. Zilla, do you know who he is, Warren?
No, I don't.
No,
That's what I said.
he's Ugamaga's son.
Oh,
He's-
okay.
he's-
Gotcha.
he used to be Jacob Fatu's tag team partner in the Indies.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So his movie does the spike, Samoan spike, but he does like a choke slam, and then he slams that with the spike, which is pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
They were even him and some other guy, and some other guy said that he recognizes Solo as the tribal chief, but when they asked Zilla, he was like, "Nah, I go with the OTC," and he rose his finger up. He said
You
Roman
know
Reigns
what?
is his tribal chief.
The only bad thing that I'm hearing about Zilla is that he's hard to work with. So hopefully that doesn't hold him back from getting into WWE.
I would say if he goes to WWE, just have him in NXT, like they did with Solo in the beginning.
True. Yeah, we'll see when that happens, man. It would make sense to put him in NXT first. He's a young kid, and like to make him like a monster in NXT, because he can definitely be one.
Just one thing, it was funny how they had Jay on the floor with the chair, and it looked like Solo and Sam were gonna hug, and Sammy does a little.
Oh, yeah, I was just about to
so
mention
that was funny.
that.
I was like, wow. That made
But
me
first time,
laugh.
like we could see a heel turn on Sammy, especially in like Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia. That'd be huge. Like,
Yeah,
Damn, that'd be interesting to see.
but then nothing, no important storyline stuff happens in Saudi Arabia
Yeah.
pay-per-views. That's why we don't take it serious, unfortunately, because we know nothing important is going to happen.
And it was a fatal four-way. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill champions, defeating Damage Control, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Jakar Jackson, and Lash Legend. A couple rough spots from Jakar Jackson and Lash Legend, but big ups to them for keeping the ball rolling and make honestly, let's see, not improving, but like just kept the ball rolling without them like getting too flustered and shit.
Yeah.
It's their
thing
first
with
like
Io.
pay-per-view, big like
Yeah.
pay-per-view.
Oh, there's
thing,
like
too.
Kairi Zane.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
the cool one where I forgot I think it was Io Sky. Was it Io Sky or
Which one when they went out to the
Yeah, you
whole-
gotta describe the move. You can't just say like,
okay, yeah, like I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. So one person is
Yeah.
sitting on their shoulders, the other person throws them
Uh-huh.
over, and the other person catches them and power bombs them.
Oh, that's thing. What's it called? Lashes.
Ye-
Whatever the names are.
Thank you. It was Jakar Jackson
Yeah,
and Lash Legend. Jakar
yeah,
Jackson had
yeah.
either Io Sky or yeah, that was a clean fucking smooth
Mhm.
move that they did right there. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you saw
I'm gonna say
the
there was one. I think like Kyrie sort of keeps just to like someone else. They're like, well, they're just fucked now. Like he was like, I'm
Well,
not
Io,
that.
Io kind of saved herself when she did the uppercut to the
I was
air.
about
Yeah,
to
So
yeah,
say
yeah.
yeah,
She did
she
that,
landed
but
that
it's just
shit.
like a weird thing to do.
yeah.
Um, um,
Piper living
Piper thing because like she's the one who hasn't, but she just does
yeah,
nothing. I'm like, okay. And then the whole Piper hitting Chelsea at the end by accident
yeah, that was
was
funny.
a good, yeah.
Oh, I missed
Like,
that.
why are you down there? It was like near the end. It's like sort of
Yeah,
how like Chelsea Green got taken out at the end, so she wasn't
Damn.
doing it. Yeah. I was sort of upset that Bianca and Jade won. I think
Yeah.
I want them back as single people.
It would have made sense.
I was hoping Damage Control to win.
Damage
I think
Control.
Survivor Series they could lose.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was going to be Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend to pick up the new titles or pick up the titles.
I think it was too early for them.
Okay.
Like,
it just
You
seems.
just No, you go,
Okay, I was gonna say, if you noticed that when everybody did those backflips on the turnbuckle, Io Sky's glove got stuck to Chelsea's hair on the floor still after. Like someone, I don't know who was it, but someone's jacket was on the floor.
Yeah, I did like Bianca and Jade Carden's outfit, like the whole.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, so I feel like that's gotta suck if like you have to like grab them or anything. Like,
yeah.
no matter where you grab, it's gonna be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It kind of sucks, but at the end of the day, they make it work.
Yeah.
It makes they still are
Yeah.
able to make pretty cool looking attires. Next matchup is Seth freaking Rollins defeating Big Bronson Reed. I really fucking liked Bronson Reed's gear to the god. But yeah, fucking I honestly thought that it was gonna be Bronson Reed just continuing the decimation of
You can go
I-
so far.
I didn't really. I think I was like doing other stuff honestly while I was like sort of just watching it. I liked the end a little bit, where I'm just meh for that whole match. Honestly,
nothing memorable, right?
nothing's coming back to me. But
But the thing I did like is how the big match started. Seth Rollins went straight to attack Bronson Reed.
oh right,
Yeah, so before the match, I think they fought outside for 10 minutes before they went inside the ring. And like I said, I think this win was more for
it builds Seth up again. I'm sure they're pushing him towards the championship or hell, probably something with CM Punk. And Bronson Reed can still be the monster but have a loss.
he was the monster at the end. He stood back up and called Seth Rollins to come back to the ring.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
right.
I'm pretty sure it's not over. So if I would have a match with them, I would have probably do like a street fight match with them.
Last
That's not a bad idea.
monster.
Injury, ooh, an attack.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't he injured again?
Yeah, I think he messed up his hamstring or something.
God damn.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to see him back soon. But yeah, that was the match of Bronson Reed and Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins won. Next matchup was the Crown Jewel Women's Championship. Liv Morgan defeating Nia Jax. Fuck. I honestly thought it was going to be Tiffy time. Like it should have been Tiffy time.
No.
It feels like a missed opportunity. What do you think, Warren?
I don't think so. I think they're gonna drag it out so Tiffy's gonna cash it clearly on Nia.
Yeah.
Like I liked how they used it in this match where like you don't know who she's still cashing in on. Like they're not gonna make her cash in on Liv. And we couldn't do a match afterwards because there's too much. I mentioned on SmackDown they said the winner doesn't get the belt; they just get a ring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So it's
like
like,
Super Bowl.
all right, it's cool. So
I guess
What's
yeah,
the
it
point
is
of these
like a
belts?
Super Bowl ring.
Into the next two champions and they face off.
Yeah,
Or unless you're champion, you go back to back.
or yeah, like you said, you get kind of play out. I'm not sure if you guys saw the bullshit post that someone put out there saying that Triple H has been thinking about this whole Crown Jewel Championship since he was a child.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah, wait, why? I'm not.
So the best way to put it is the WWE likes to fluff their shit when it comes to Saudi Arabia. So if they can exaggerate things, they're going to do it just to fluff up Saudi Arabia and what they have, what they're doing over there. That's all. That's basically it.
Well,
I mean, the match was pretty good. I did like how Dom just threw the Money in the Bank in the ring so she's probably pissed at her for that.
Yeah, true. Fucking, it was Raquel Rodriguez and Dominic that distracted Nia Jax enough for Liv Morgan to pick up the win.
Yeah. And I liked how Liv was actually very emotional when she was receiving the belt. Like that, I was like happy for Liv at least. Like,
yeah,
good for her. Like she's the first one to do this as well. And
she went from being like just the third from the Riot Squad to being a legitimate main eventer.
Yeah.
And top dog basically in the women's division.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Next up is Kevin Owens and versus Randy Orton, and basically never started. It just was chaos right off the bat, and RKO's to fucking Pierce Morgan and people just getting fucked up left and right. Josh,
I think
Warren, tell me what you're gonna say.
I was just like, I think the best way it was like described it was there's a point later on in the match it was like recapping everything. It's just like nothing happened due to utter chaos. I was like, yeah, that's basically it.
No, they definitely pulled it off. Josh, tell me what you thought about this matchup.
Well, so I didn't see this matches. I didn't see the last 3 matches. So this is where I kind of dozed off early. But I did see what happened on Instagram with the whole RKO to Pierce.
Just one Tom onto Randy onto like some tables, like in the audience area. I always think I think technically Randy already paid his fine because like when he did a RKO to Nick Aldis, he did it twice for like the next one. So I'm like, well, is this the next one? Because I don't think he gave him another RKO since.
Yeah.
I was sort of disappointed that this wasn't a match. Like I was looking forward to this match. This was the one match I was looking forward to the most. I'm like, because like there's could be stakes and progress in the story for this. I mean, there was still progress in the story, but just like, oh, no match between KO and Randy, like not even for like a minute or so.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't really go anywhere. It was just utter chaos. Maybe that was the whole point.
No, I mean it was, but like I was looking forward to that match. That's the story.
Do you feel like
they probably have them?
Yeah, I was about to say
might do a match at Survivor Series or something like that to
last
save
man
it.
standing.
Me.
True.
Or if anyone wants to challenge Cody for Survivor Series.
Another KO. I don't know. I don't know if they do that. Well, who knows, right?
Well, who's Cody gonna face
at Survivor Series?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think he'll have another world champion thing going on. Well, actually, scratch that. He is. Apparently, they announced that he's gonna wrestle Cody at Saturday night main event.
Who KO?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
okay, I'm like, Cody's gonna wrestle Cody.
Yeah, because I know, and they announced it's gonna be that, and then it's gonna be Gun.
Spoiling the Fatal 4-Way match that's happening on Raw. Unless it's for Survivors. What's first, Saturday night or Survivor?
No, Saturday night, not till December. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's weird that they're announcing those matches already.
It's just, I guess, to boost up for ticket sales.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a good point.
I guess.
I'd actually love to see either Andrade or fucking Carmelo Hayes go for the WWE Championship. Like, get them out of that already. Like we'll go ahead and talk about the next match, which was the United States Champion, LA Knight defeating Carmelo Hayes and Andrade in the triple threat match. Yeah, like this has been a good like back and forth, like good rivalry. I'm kind of like ready for it to move on, and honestly, I'd love to see Andrade go up against
Yeah.
Cody.
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about this up to face Cody.
That would be cool.
But I don't know, like, because I know he wanted like a belt for coming, and him as the Carmelo one. I wasn't a huge fan for this rivalry at first, but like their matches have been great every time.
Yeah.
Even every time like we start, I'm like, oh, not another one. And also it was like sort of disappointing that like for their 7th match, it was sort of no DQ between LA Knight just hitting him both. So it's like, oh, all right, I guess none of this mattered. But it was a good match. I was hoping for someone to get the double pin. They teased that a lot in that match. Like, you know, I like when that happens in triple threat matches. It's nice.
It's a good little fake out.
I did like the use of the finisher, how LA Knight used it.
Yeah. I also like when Carmelo sort of blocked LA Knight's finisher one time, but just not going down. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that's how you block it. It's like, no, I'm not going to join you.
Honestly, it would be cool to see Carmelo Hayes with the United States Championship, and like you said, have LA Knight go up and fucking face Cody. That would see fucking Hayes and Andrade battle until they're fucking retired. We'll see. But let's move on to the men's Crown Jewel Championship match. Cody becoming the first ever Crown Jewel champion, or the men's Crown Jewel champion. Yeah, what did you guys think about this matchup?
Again, I was asleep.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't see. I was like, you go first, like. Yeah. I thought at first I thought it was a weird ending, but it strangely worked as well. Like, I know Gunther kicked out of 2 Cody cutters. We got the whole Gunther trying to put him in a sleeper hold and Cody reversing it to get that pin. And it works because like it seems more like Cody just got lucky. So like we're obviously going to get more matches between these 2 guys. I'm sure Gunther's going to win the next one. Hell, maybe Gunther's the reason Cody loses the title somehow. And then we'll get the 3rd match, and where maybe Cody will finally beat Gunther, where it's not like, was he lucky? More like an actual, he defeats him properly, like type of thing. Not like this wasn't properly defeated, but it was more like he just got lucky a little bit.
Yeah, it was a quick roll up, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, it works. Like, people do it all the time. It makes sense. Like, if it was like, I don't want to say like, like boxing matches, sometimes they're just anticlimactic like that. Yeah.
No, I guess I enjoyed that it wasn't like a common fucking finish. It wasn't like 3 Cody cutters and that was it. But yeah, I liked it. It was a pretty brutal match for Cody. He had a couple of marks on his chest, like bloody fucking like marks there. But yeah, dope. He fucking Gunther played it off pretty well too. His loss, he was pissed off. He was all kicking the ring and shit. It was funny to see.
And he seemed like he was talking like, this isn't over yet.
Yeah. No, yeah, he even shook his hand.
Yeah. And I think he told Cody, we're the one that run these plays, because they're both champions. So
true.
Yeah. It makes sense. Like, sorry, you win the first one. But no, also like how everyone came out for Cody's celebration, but like even like Liv came out again, which I think like Liv was like, "Hello, Mr. Crown Jewel," and it was like, "Hello, Mrs. Crown Jewel." Like,
then I don't know if you noticed how they had a Liv on the side, and they were raising Cody's hand, not hers.
Yeah,
I know because the whole culture thing over there. But I was like, it'd be cool, Triple H to pick her hand up or something like that.
No, eventually that did happen. Like he brought both champions and they both raised their championships. But yeah, like you said, it's a cultural thing out there. But yeah, fucking Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan, first Crown Jewel champions. I think Warren or Josh said that their rings are going to be essentially like Super Bowl rings, and the more you get, the more you get to gloat about being the Crown Jewel champion, like 3-time Crown Jewel champion. I like it. I'll use with Saudi Arabia.
It has potential, which is nice. Like, it's unlike the other like gimmicks they keep trying to do. Like, this one's like, all right, we can do this. It could be a champion versus champion. You don't have to worry about the belt changing at all, like
True.
or like the stupid like now I have both belts. What are you gonna do? It's like,
Yeah.
here we go again. Like it's just one and done. It doesn't affect like the long term story. It's not weird that like all of a sudden like our champion lost or something like that,
Mhm.
or so and so just comes out of retirement for one match and just ruins all the storylines like right away because like Goldberg's here and he's now the champion.
Yeah, that's
Like
gonna be fun.
okay, no Goldberg. I was surprised about that. I was expecting Goldberg to screw over Gunther.
No, we're gonna see fucking Goldberg.
Speaking
pick
about
up the new
Goldberg.
World Championship watch.
Speaking about Goldberg, he announced he's doing his retirement match in 2025 with the WWE.
Oh,
That was against John Cena.
I don't know. We'll get to it. It just says it's 2025.
John Cena's
No.
last match, he just ruins it.
John Cena.
Yeah, but it's
versus
John Cena's
Goldberg?
last match, and then he just
Yeah.
gets squashed right away, and then, like that's the end of John Cena. That'd be horrible.
No, he's gonna do
Hey,
a
but,
couple
you know,
of them.
Mhm.
I know, but I'm saying
No,
the
I'm saying
last
like a
match for John
last match.
Cena,
On
at
the
the
last,
very
last
end.
match. Oh
with-
my
Yes,
fucking
yeah.
god.
Yeah,
No.
I don't
That'd
care if
be
it's in the
horrible.
middle. That's fine. If it's you
Yeah.
know the last match, well, that's it for John
Yeah,
Cena.
speared.
See him in Peacemaker season 2.
Damn, bro. No.
And it's funny how you're saying,
It should
Rick,
be The
that
Rock.
you know how Cody's gonna lose the
Me.
belt.
Austin Theory.
That like your theory that he might lose the belt, because I've been hearing that rumors that they want John Cena to face for the championship at WrestleMania.
Really?
Think they want him to break the record, maybe?
Possibly. I don't see him winning the Royal Rumble.
Mhm.
I see him maybe like again, maybe Elimination Chamber, like he
Yeah.
wins. Because like you want to like maybe
Hmm.
tease, like is he gonna do a sweep and like he loses the Royal Rumble? Like maybe make him 2, like the
Mhm.
last like in the final 2, and then like he loses right away. Is like so close. Like oh no,
Mhm.
will this be a disastrous year for John Cena? And then he gets it in like Elimination Chamber. Has he actually done an Elimination Chamber?
Yeah.
Who, Cena? Oh, he
John
did.
Cena? Okay.
He lost to, he won it and then lost to Edge when he cashed in.
Hmm. Okay.
Mhm. It's funny that happened to him twice.
Yeah.
He won it again another time, and then Batista came out to whip his ass and took the belt too.
Fuck. How do you guys feel about, like you just mentioned, another John Cena title run?
I wouldn't
I'm
mind.
okay with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one who doesn't feel good about that one. In my
I
head,
mean, depends on
yeah, it just like it doesn't seem like it would make sense. It would have to make sense story-wise, I guess.
I probably will when January comes. They're gonna be building the story up. I don't mind it
Yeah.
because I remember when John Cena became champion, every few months I was like sick of it.
Yeah.
Now that he hasn't been champion for a long time, I'm like I don't mind it.
Yeah. And I don't think it's gonna be a long run.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna have it for all.
Maybe
You know,
a
he's just
short
have it for a
run.
month, and then he's just yeah. It's more about just getting him that one more
Yeah.
championship to be no longer tied with Ric Flair.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could see like he win at WrestleMania, lose it at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Or hell, just the next pay per view.
Yeah, I agree with that
Money
too.
in the Bank. They someone cashes in on John Cena one more time.
Oh
Or
fuck.
Backlash. The pay-per-view right after.
Oh man, that'd be fucked. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens with John Cena and his retirement year that he's gonna be having in 2025. I hope he does fucking awesome matches. I want to see Rock and Cena one more time for sure.
Yeah. I want to
Um,
see CM Punk and John Cena one more time.
I want to. Fuck
I
yeah,
want
that
to
can
see
happen.
Austin Theory and John Cena one more time.
I feel like that's gonna happen. It makes sense to happen.
Yeah. Also, Braun Breaker and John Cena will be a good match too.
Oh, I didn't consider that one. Like all these
Giga
young
Fatu and
guys.
John Cena.
Yeah, fucking. There you go. There's a retirement match. Fuck yeah. We'll see what
KO and
happens.
John Cena.
Oh yeah,
Are
I
they ever
forgot
wrestled?
before. Who?
KO and John Cena.
KO.
Yeah, KO's the first one to beat John Cena on his first night down.
Oh shit. Okay.
When he did the United States Champion Open Challenge, not an Open Challenge, but he's just challenging people to come in, and KO beat him on his first night.
Sick.
Hmm.
Fuck yeah, I like that. Interesting. Anything you guys want to add before we finish up the podcast for today?
I was just gonna say one. Oh, you go first, Warren.
You go first.
Like, I was gonna say that Solo has 2 back-to-back clean wins against 2 former champions, which last year was against John Cena. He squashed John Cena, and then this year he beat Roman Reigns.
Interesting. That is true.
Yeah, one day. Yeah. I also want to say shout out to Biggie during the pre-show, just being a delight like always. It was like him and Sheamus, and like Biggie was just doing a bunch of like food tours, and he was just trying to feed Sheamus some of it, and it was just blast. Like I'm so glad like they're keeping Biggie around and just letting him do stuff.
Oh hell yeah! I didn't know that he was doing like pre-show or post-show
Yeah,
stuff.
he does pre-show stuff in there a lot.
Yeah, he's like one of the commentators for pre-show stuff and like post-show as well.
Dope.
Yeah,
I mean, they fucking
Yeah.
put him on the commentary. Fucking like let him do commentary. That'd be cool to see.
I mean, he doesn't do commentary yet. Like I feel like he's fine just doing the
Yeah.
The backstage
post
stuff.
and pre-show, just like being there, just talking stuff about pre-matches, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. But yeah, that was Crown Jewel. Awesome night. We'll see where these I guess storylines go from here. I want to thank Josh. I want to thank Warren. Warren, where can they find you real quick?
The usual places: Insta, YouTube, Twitch, and the fourth one TikTok. I'm missing one. Under Two Stoned, TU_STEUND.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And Josh, where can they find you on the socials?
Just Instagram at Sith_Josh_818. And I want to give a shout out to everybody that was liking our little mini thing about Chokeslam or the last ride. I kind of like that.
The last ride, yeah,
Mhm.
that actually got some traction. I didn't. I was oh, okay, cool. Thanks for everyone who definitely put their opinions on there. There was people who actually liked the last ride, and yeah, and of course the Tombstone is always going to be iconic. But yeah, be good to yourselves and others. We shall see you next time. Oh yeah, you can also catch the podcast here, Not So Intellectual Podcast on YouTube. You can also on the Instagrams, NSI Rick, Lucha Critics. Be sure to give us a follow, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscription. Until the next time, be good to yourself and others. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right. Good shit, guys. Good shit. Next week, what is going to be the top? Oh, do you guys want to do the Mount Rushmore thing?
Yeah, I'm down if you're down.
Downward?
Yeah, sure. We can. I still don't really know what exactly we're doing, but we'll
All
figure
right,
it
so
out.
pick the top top four wrestlers that you fucking love, men or women. That's another thing. It can be man or woman.
And it can be any promotion or gonna be
Any
just the WWE?
promotion. Any
Okay.
promotion. It is. You go from. It's really up to you who you're gonna choose. We will all vote at the end of each round on who we think that spot should go to with the people that we present, and then we'll go on to the next round. If you want to put your person up again, you have 4. It's really up to who you want to put in on the following round. But that's how we're gonna play it.
And can it be any era or just like
Any era?
Okay.
But just remember, they're gonna have to try to prove why that person should be in that spot. But but yeah, that's the game, and it should be interesting what happens at the end of it. I'm pretty sure people are gonna tune in, or not tune in, but leave comments on the stuff that we're gonna put up on the socials too. Yeah, we'll shall see you guys next week on. I want to say, you guys want to keep it Sundays, or?
I'm fine with Sunday. If you guys are fine with Sunday.
Are you cool with Sundays, Warren?
Possibly depends. I mean, sometimes I might be busy. I don't know.
Okay.
I still think, yeah.
Would you rather try to keep it Saturdays, or?
For me, it's gonna depend on the week every time.
All right.
So we'll just play it by ear. Yeah.
Okay. So either Saturday, Sunday. Just try to get your guys' 4 picks, and we shall see you guys next time.
All right.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
Hello.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank Givano Trill999 on Kick for joining in and following me. Number 41 out there. Hell yeah, Kick blowing up. That's what's up. But yeah, tune in next time. I think might do check this out. I'm gonna see maybe later on today. Maybe we'll see. I'm gonna hit up Josh to see what he's up to. But But yeah, that is something else we need to do. Until then, I shall see you guys on the next installment. Bye, 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 bye. It's just you and I now, and you're slowly turning to a vampire. Tell me what's happening to you.
Steve Harvey tries to stay composed, but the transformation process is beginning to take hold. His eyes start to change color, his facial features becoming slightly sinister. He looks at you, his voice slightly strained. Happening. The transformation. I feel the vampire's influence taking hold.